Yo, yes sir, man. We back and we live. It's your boy Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, man. Here today, bringing you another edition of the starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel. Alright, did y'all miss me, man? It was a quick 2 days, man. Sorry, but y'all know I got 47 jobs, man. Towards the end of the week can get hectic sometimes, but we back locked and loaded for this Saturday, this weekend slate. Let's get to this money, man. Hopefully y'all follow on Twitter, man. They've been catching those starting fives. We've been kind of hot lately, been cashing pretty well, man, over the past couple nights. So I say you gotta follow over there on Twitter, cause even if I don't put out videos, a lot of times I'm still posting the updated starting five. It's a rare few occurrences that I don't post them, but for the most part, I'm posting starting fives on Twitter pretty much every slate. So you definitely got to be following over there, man, even if you don't see a video up, all right? So let's get to it, man. We got a 10-game Saturday slate, man. They're trying to pack them in before their Super Bowl tomorrow, man. So we're going to try to get to it, man. See if we can't get a nice cash tonight, have a little extra money to spend on some wings at the Super Bowl bar tomorrow. All right, let's do it, man. Let's get into it, man. Like I said, 10-game slate. We still waiting on some injury. Well, not some injury. Well, injury news too, of course, but like waiting on trades to be finalized and go through to see if some of these players are going to be available for their new prospective teams. So definitely got to keep an eye on that news. But you know, we're going to address the slate the way it is now and how we see it, how we think it might go. So let's get into it. At the point guard, man, at the top, I want to look at my boy. I'm going to stay right with him, man, and keep going to the well. And my boy De'Aaron Fox, 7,800, man. Look, they traded away Halliburton, officially gave the team to him. They brought in Sabonis, a little help for him maybe in the pick and roll. We'll see, but this is Fox team, man. Regardless of who they brought in, they showing their commitment to Fox. He is the guy. He's the primary ball handler. I don't mind. I don't care that Sabonis is in there. He's gonna see all the usage. Fox is gonna see all the usage he wants and get any shot he wants. And then going against this Washington Wizards team, this should be a nice fantasy environment. This game right here, I'm gonna like into some pieces of this game, all right? Coming in at my shooting guard, I want to look at your boy, man, the new number 2 down there in San Antonio. I want to look at Devin Vassell, man, 4,200. We saw him moving to the starting lineup, replacing Derek White. I anticipate him to have that Derek White role, man. And you know Derek White was a solid player. He hovered around the 6K mark. And I think Vassell is the same type player. Maybe not as good a shooter as Derek White just yet, but he can score the ball. And at 4,200, man, I still think there's plenty of value to be had. Got a nice matchup against the New Orleans Pelicans right here. I see no reason why he can't go out and continue to perform, man, and put together 2 back-to-back solid performances. I like him in this matchup here against the Pelicans to continue to do the same thing tonight, all right? Now, small forward, all right? This is where I think we're going to get him at, man. You know me, chances make chances. I'm taking a couple chances tonight, but at small forward, this is the spot I want to look at Kelly Oubre right here, 6,400. Now, I know, especially if you rostered them last couple games, you probably like, I'm not rostering no Oubre, but this is the time I want to go to him. Those first 2 games, man, everybody was on it. Everybody's been on Charlotte. Oubre struggled these past 2 games, has not shot the ball very well. So I know this is going to leave a bad taste in everyone's mouth, especially with the other Hornets performing well. LaMelo then put together 2 solid performances. Rozier had a solid performance last game out. So everybody is going to want to go to those guys and get away from Oubre because he's failed the last couple nights. But we know what Oubre is capable of, man. He can drop you 40, maybe even 50 on a good shooting night. So he's been getting the shots. He's taken 17, 18 shots over the last couple games. He just hasn't shot the ball very well. In this spot against the Memphis Grizzlies, I know people are going to forget about him and they're going to go to LaMelo. They're going to go to Rozier. Probably get little Bridges in there. I think he can be the forgotten man, especially on the 10-game slate. That ownership can be really suppressed right here. I like getting to him in this matchup, man. I take a guy at 6,400 who's going to shoot the ball as much as he is. And if he gets hot, they will feed him. So I like Kelly Oubre in this spot at 6,400. I think he comes in low on and has a solid upside here going against the Memphis Grizzlies, all right? Power forward. This is the hill I'm planting my flag on today, man. Y'all know the motto, chances make champions. This is outright the guy I'm going to live and die with tonight. The only way I doesn't play this guy, they have to say he's limited or he's not playing at all. And the guy I'm talking about, man, is Kristaps Porzingis, man. 7,100, playing for the Washington Wizards. They say he should be good to go. They expect him to be in the rotation. Now, there's a couple ways this could go. He is 7 foot, so if they wanted to start him at center, they could. But I think he comes in at the power forward. I think they slide Kuzma down to the 3. Caldwell Pope playing the 2, and Neto starting at the point guard. I'm anticipating that being the starting lineups for your Wizards, all right? But keep in mind, they could move him to the center if they wanted to and do a little something different and keep Corey Crisper in the starting lineup and bring Brian off the bench. I don't know how they're going to do that. They probably won't do that, though, because of Sabonis on the other side. They're going to need a bigger body for him, so Bryant probably gets to start and Porzingis starts at the 4. But either way, man, 7,100. If he's a full go, man, I expect him to have a monster of a game in this spot, man. And the reason why I say that, we know it's no Bill. We saw Kuzma be the guy last time out. But what you saw in that last game was him really try to facilitate, get everybody involved. He tried to be the point guard pretty much. That's how he ended up with a triple-double. I anticipate him doing the same thing in this matchup here, trying to get Kristaps Porzingis involved, making him comfortable in his new environment. And a lot of times what you see, especially when guys get traded, is one of two things, man. They're either mad that they got traded or they're happy that they got out of there. Either way, it's going to lend itself to a great performance, man. If he's mad, he's upset, he's going to show the Mavericks. He's going to try to show the Mavericks and the rest of the NBA what they got rid of. And if he's happy, you probably get an improved play from him as well, man. I see no reason why, especially with no Bill over here, he can't be the primary offensive option. I know Kuzma is the top dog right now, but there's no reason Porzingis can't be the primary offensive option with no Bill over here. He's that type of offensively skilled player. So I'm loving getting the Kristaps Porzingis here today, man. My absolute favorite play. All right? Now coming in at center, man, I'm going to go with my boy, DeAndre Ayton, man, 6,700. This price is just too cheap. Y'all know me, man. Y'all know what I'm preaching this year. That we finally adjusted our calibrations, especially on DraftKings this year, man. You got to take advantage of any time there's mispricing. There's not been very many of them. That's why DraftKings is a little tougher this year. Me and my guy, we was talking about that the other day. DraftKings, we've been cashing more on FanDuel than DraftKings this year. And it got a lot to do with DraftKings making their pricing so much tighter this year. You really got to pay attention to pricing and take advantage of mispriced guys. And that's what we're doing right here with DeAndre Ayton at 6,700, man. I love him on DraftKings at this spot right here. Going against the Orlando Magic, man, and you know they're going to need him. Only thing that concerns me is blowouts here, man. But we saw him get it done. He didn't put up 40-plus in 26 minutes, 25 minutes, man. And all he really needs to do is hit his average, man. 6,700 DeAndre Ayton. If he gets you 35 fantasy points a night, you're like, okay, solid. It's probably not enough for you to take it down, but you're not going to be upset if he drops 35 at 6,700. But I'm predicting a 40-plus point performance from him tonight. Should be a nice double-double here going against these Orlando Magic, man. Give me DeAndre Ayton at 6,700. There you have it, my starting 5 for DraftKings: De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, Kelly Oubre Jr., Kristaps Porzingis, and DeAndre Ayton. Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there. All right, coming in at FanDuel, man, at the top, you see him. Now, over here, I want to look at LaMelo Ball, man. This is too cheap for him, 8,500 right here, man. Once again, FanDuel, they're a little softer with the pricing, so you can get a little looser with your plays, but they also been mispricing guys as well. And 8,500 is just a misprice for a guy who has triple-double upside in LaMelo Ball, especially with a short-handed Hornets team when he's pretty much locked into 30-plus minutes, barring foul trouble. I definitely take LaMelo Ball over here on FanDuel. Coming in at the shooting guard, staying with Devin Vassell, man. $700 more expensive over here on FanDuel, but I'm okay with it. I think it's still a value to be had at this price tag, especially with a guy that's in the starting lineup now who's going to push 30 minutes, barring any outstanding circumstances right here against these Pelicans. Coming in at small forward, I want to look at Marcus Morris, man. These teams just played, and Marcus Morris gave you 26 fantasy points. He gave you 21 real life points with no peripherals. He didn't have a rebound. He didn't have an assist. That's like one of the crazier things for a forward in this league. I don't think that happens again, man. He can definitely drop those 20 points for you again. Couple that with a few rebounds, at least 4 or 5, few assists. He can play off this 5,700 price tag. I think there's plenty of value to be had right here in this matchup against the Dallas Mavericks, man. Give me some Marcus Morris tomorrow on FanDuel. Coming in at my power forward, I want to look at Blake Griffin, man. 5,200. This Nets team is still short-handed right now in the front court with Claxton being out and Aldridge still being out. Man, I expect Blake Griffin to see minutes. He saw, 27 minutes last time out and gave us a solid performance. I think you see him in this matchup again, especially the defending guys like Bam over there for the Miami Heat. And Blake Griffin should be a double-double threat right here at this 5,200 price tag. I definitely want to take advantage of that. In a perceived tougher matchup against the Heat, it is. And people are probably not going to want to go to Blake, but I think he's a solid option right here at 5,200. And coming in at my center spot, man, who did you think it was? Who did you think it was? I just told you, man. Kristaps Porzingis, 6,500. Lock and load, baby. Give me Kristaps at this 6,500 on FanDuel. I might be 100% Kristaps on FanDuel. I'm not even lying, man. If he dies, he dies. But that's my guy. Just know if Kristaps Porzingis has a monster night tonight, just know I'm somewhere drinking at the bar happy, all right? There you have it, man. My starting five for FanDuel: LaMelo Ball, Devin Vassell, Marcus Morris, Blake Griffin, and Kristaps Porzingis. Get you some exposure to these guys, man. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm going to have them in mind. Make sure you check your Twitter usually about a half an hour before lock for the updated starting five. Hey, hit me up anytime with your questions, comments, whatever, man. I'll respond as soon as I get them, man. That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I'll probably see y'all tomorrow. I don't even know how many NBA games I gotta look and see. But if it's more than 3 games tomorrow, I'm putting up a video. If not, enjoy your Super Bowl. All right, let's get it, man.